classic example. Grandmom and mom cleaned their floors religiously with a mop and a bucket. And that was a great concept the very first time you put the mop in the bucket. The second time, now you're moving dirty water around. So the house could never truly, truly be clean. This is called Kubic. It's a self-washing and drying mop system along with a bucket, and it's a dual chamber bucket, using a microfiber mop. We all know how microfiber cleans, it's extraordinary, but now you're cleaning your mop every single time you use it. I get to introduce you to John Iside. Welcome back, sir.
How are you, my friend? Thank you, Dan. Hi, everybody.
I even like the idea that buckets were always round. Why? I don't know.
That's why we call it the Kubic mop.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely right, Dan. I mean, you can't expect to take a mop head, just dunk it in water and expect it to be clean. It's not going to happen. I mean, you don't take your clothes, put it in a bucket, and say, there's a process. You have an agitator. Now, everything you need to clean your mop head and your floors is in this little cube. It's lightweight, it's easy, it's small, easy to carry, easy to store, very easy to work with. But let's see how it works.
Okay.
So I got one over here, and I made a little mess. By the way, real stainless steel handle.
Mess.
Yeah, a little mess. Real stainless steel handle, foam grip. Want to show how nice and clean my mop head is to start. So the first thing you'll notice with the Kubic mop is that when you go over your messes, it cuts right through the grease, the grime. That's chocolate syrup, that's strawberry syrup, that's really sticky and tacky. You know, you're not bending and touching. You're not having to worry about getting on your hands and knees. It's lifting, it's trapping, it's holding the dirt. But here's our big problem, everybody.
A dirty mop.
Do you really want to put that in your washing machine? No. So a lot of people, they get the disposable pads, and they cost a lot of money, plus fill the landfill. I could understand why, but you don't need to anymore, and I'll show you why. You take it to your bucket, 4 quick passes, guys, so easy to do. 1, 2, 3, then 4, and you got yourself a perfectly clean mop head. And I'm not just going to say that, I'm going to prove it to you. Let me show you how you dry it. Right to the drying chamber. 1, 2, 3, and I'm using 2 fingers.
Okay.
And number 4, if you want to, now my mop head is dry enough in case you have those hard wood floors or those water sensitive floors. It's not sogging wet. This is a real tissue. But let's test how clean it is, and I'll get you to try it, see how you like it. Now, over here I have a fish tank full of crystal clear water.
Right.
If I put this in my crystal clear water.
And this was after you added in chocolate syrup,
strawberry syrup, and everything else I picked up. What would happen if there was any dirt left on
it?
that?
It would obviously discolor the water.
It would discolor the water.
Oh, that's still clean.
It's not just clean, that's crystal clear. So it's proving to you you're always going over your floor with a perfectly clean mop.
I've got 3 colors left. And I say left because it's been remarkably popular. John built this thing like a tank. That stainless steel handle, nice big foam grip on it. It's also a longer pole than you would normally have with a mop. And that isn't just for taller people, it gives you more reach. I'm getting 2 of his microfiber pads at the sale price of $25.56. He also makes available a set of 4 replacement pads that we have priced at a very affordable price of $18.50. Think about it. Thank you, Meg. It's on the screen right now. I now cut down on the cost of chemicals and cleaners.
Right.
I don't have to work. Most of these floor cleaning solutions, they tell you right on the label to rinse your floors after. Who knows how to do that?
You don't need to do that when you use microfiber. However, you can use any chemical or cleaner you want to.
Okay.
Now, here's what's going on. I made a special bucket. We have an onboard agitator. You need an agitator. When I push it down, you can see how it scrapes the grease and the grime off while it's in your bucket. So it's not just putting it in water, it's rubbing and scrubbing the dirt off. Now, I'm going to bring it back to my other bucket here just to show you. I want to show you the other secret, flipping it around. Look what happens behind the mop head. The water's filtering through the pad. This is the key to getting your clothes clean. Now, if you want to use soap or detergent, you can. Now, when you dry it, if you look right here, if there's any extra dirt, it gets channeled into the dirty side, and with one pass, I'm half dry. This is great for tiles, let's say, because it's a little bit damp. If you do it again, you got yourself customizable drying, which means that you could go right on your water-sensitive floors. It's not sogging wet.
With no
Now, let's see if you could do it, Dan, because I know if you could do it,
anybody can do it. Yeah.
Now
and I do a lot. I do a lot of mopping at home, and I'll tell you why. We got 4 dogs. This system works. Now, again, that's chocolate syrup.
Correct. Strawberry syrup. I put down a little bit of fruit juice, but do you see how it almost erases it?
It
It's
does.
lifting, it's holding, it's trapping. Now, you did the right thing. When you want it to go flat, guys, just want to show you, because I don't think you know that, you just push it up and it goes flat.
Pops flat, yep.
But feel how easy and how fast it is to clean. But real quick, before you do it, let's just show everybody at home what's inside here.
Okay.
You got 2 chambers. One side's filled with water, the other side is empty. So you wash it on that side and you dry it on that side. You got to make sure you fill it up to this. You only fill in half the bucket. You pop on your top.
Right.
Make sure your plugs on the bottom are securely in.
So it's even easier to drain than
Yeah,
a
you got
regular bucket.
a drain system.
That's
now,
so
let's
good.
say you're ready to mop. I mean, to clean, you just put it right in and you just
And you
push it
go
up and down. Now,
4 times, right? 1,
4 times is all you need to do.
2.
Well, you know,
Oh,
you
look at that,
judge
it's
it.
already
You
clean.
might get away with 2. If it's incredibly
Yeah.
dirty, you can do 5. But how easy is that?
That's
how fast is
simple.
it? Now,
And
when
then-
you dry it, watch how the dirty water actually gets channeled
you
into
can
the dirty
see it,
side.
yeah.
Little tip for you. I'd like for you to come all the way out so you
Okay.
reset it and then go all the way back in. This way you clean and process
The entire
whole
pad.
pad. Correct.
That's brilliant.
Now,
I'm telling you, it's a better system for mopping your floors.
Correct.
And I love how industrial you did the pole.
Yeah, it's a nice quality pole. It's made with
Yeah.
real stainless steel. But here's the big deal. I mean, we went over this twice. You get the same results over and over and
Yep.
over. I'm not changing the mop head, which, by the way, let me just give you a quick tip on the mop head before I pick that up. You get 2 of these in the box, okay?
Right.
You want to make sure when you change them, there's 3 pockets on the bottom there. But before we go to that, I'm going to show you. You can see how it's drying on the video right there. That's the drying slot. Perfectly clean mop head again. And that's the agitator. That's the key to the system. It's not just dunking it in a bucket of water. It's processing.
Yeah.
And you could get behind the hard-to-reach areas.
You're not squeezing it out with your
never,
hand.
you never touch.
His microfiber cloths have 3 little pockets on them and 3 little tabs.
Correct. I'll
So-
show you. Wait for the camera. See, there it is.
There it is.
So you want to make sure whenever you change that, and these are machine washable, by the way. You
Just
can
don't
wash them.
use fabric softener
You don't
when
want to
you
use
dry it.
fabric softeners, right?
But that's
'cause
a rule with any microfiber.
Right, you want to put those pockets on and you're ready to go.
Yep.
So now I'm just going to dry this off a little bit because it was a little wet. I have myself a spill, not a problem at all. I'm going over my spill, my chocolate syrup, almost like an eraser for dirt. I mean, you could go on top of, it really picks up a lot for a flathead
And
mop.
by the way, I mean, we've done this demonstration a few times.
Right.
There is nothing on this floor that's sticky or even greasy after cleaning up chocolate syrup and strawberry syrup.
That's-
It's getting it all.
That's the power of the microfiber. So again, I put it in my washing chamber. I'm not spinning, I'm not misting, I'm using 2 fingers, very easy to do. Then I bring it over to my dry side and I dry it into my customizable drying. I mean, so easy and so fast to use. And because it's flat, you don't have water dripping down, sogging wet. You
Right.
could use these on walls, baseboards, walls, ceilings. But Dan, real quick, can we do another test to see how
Sure.
clean this mop head
Yep.
is? We got our crystal clear water here.
And this is after our, what, 4th demo?
Fourth
Third or
demo.
4th demo, yep.
And to be really honest, this is the same mop head I used the last time we were on last time.
Okay.
I didn't even change the mop head because I don't need to. So my water is crystal clear. So again, guys, it's all about cleaning your floor with a perfectly clean mop head every
Doesn't
single
that
time.
make sense?
It makes sense.
That's just good common sense for cleaning. And at $25.56, if you make a decision to clean with tap water, you have no additional expenses.
Right.
So you can actually cut down on your cost of
Right,
cleaning.
exactly.
But I guarantee you'll cut down on the amount of time it takes
Mm-hmm.
to clean. I've got 3 different colors. I've got blue, I've got green, and I've got red. They all work the same way. Why shouldn't buckets be pretty? Right? Why
Pretty
not?
bucket. And it's easy to clean out. There's no basket in the way that, sometimes you have basket models, it's hard to get underneath them. This is a very easy and easy to clean out bucket. And again, you could go on your hardwood floors, your laminate floors, your tile floors. You could use it on your walls, your ceilings. I actually did my mother's basement. She had a little mold problem. I put a little bit of disinfectant in there, I went over
Okay.
and it did the job. So
Beautiful.
it's so versatile. You can use it virtually anywhere, on any floor, because it is microfiber.
So it's a complete, really cleaning system.
It's a whole cleaning
for
system.
the price tag.
Right, it's the process that cleans it. It's not just water. And I think we got extra pads on .com too.
And yeah, we put them up on the screen.
You
They've
did.
got
All
them.
right,
John, I got to
awesome.
say goodbye to you. Thank you, my friend.
Appreciate it, absolutely.
We're going to show you a different way of vacuuming coming up in just a bit.